Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel Talks with D. I remain yours truly, Mrs. Daughter O2, welcoming you back again to yet another interesting and inspiring episode on this channel. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Thank you. So how are you doing? How are things getting on with you? You know, on a daily basis, I pray for you and I believe God for you, that your life can only get better, not worse. And you know what? Your expectations shall not be cut short. So keep hope alive. And I know God will definitely come true for you. So God bless you. Welcome back. All right, so today we want to discuss a topic I title Maturity in the True Sense of It. When you hear the word maturity, what comes to mind? Most times you just run into conclusion to say maturity is about age. Maturity can be defined as the way an individual responds to situations of life in an age-appropriate manner. Way you react to issues of life, the way you respond to people, your conduct with people, the way you live your life, all shows a sign of maturity or otherwise. And so there are some biological, mental, and emotional elements that all integrate to achieve this, to achieve your level of maturity. So maturity is not by age alone. People mature in their minds. Sometimes they are not as old. It's what they bring to the table that shows whether they are matured or not. So if I want to look at you as being matured, I will not just consider your age. I will consider your conduct. I will consider the way you relate with people. I will consider the way you act and react and respond to issues of life. Then I can say you are matured. So maturity is not just by age. That's what I want to establish here. So now I want to see some signs that we should see to show that someone is maturing, some level of maturities that we should see in people to now say, wow, this person is coming of age. When someone is maturing, it shows that the person is coming of age. So there are some signs we should see in people that shows that they are coming of age, shows your different levels of maturity. Remember, we grow in maturity, we grow in understanding, and we even grow in self-awareness, because sometimes we are not aware of ourselves, so we are not matured. So what is expected of us to do, we are not able to deliver on it because we have not grown emotionally, psychologically, and mentally enough to deliver our true self, our total package, as it were. So maturity is when you bring your total package to bear and people can sense you and know that, wow, this is what you are made of. That's what it is. So there are some levels of maturity you see in people, some signs you see in people to say this person is coming of age. Number one is our ability to understand situations and people. Your ability to understand situations and people shows how matured you are getting. You don't just jump into conclusions. You give yourself time to understand situations before you react. Understand people before you write them off. So your ability to understand situations, why is this happening? What would I have done differently? Why is this person reacting this way? What did I do to make this person react this way? You take responsibility. You find out that when you do that, you are set to be matured. That's number one sign of maturity. Number two, your ability to adapt to changes. Life is not stagnant. It's something that you cannot stop. It's inevitable. Change is inevitable. So your ability to adapt to changes, even in your body, with your life, around you, your ability to adapt to these changes makes you to be matured. All right? So something does not just come your way and just put you off. You are able to adapt, go around the changes and apply yourself differently, to meet up with the changes that come your way. And the way you react to issues, the way you react and accept issues, your ability to accept things you can't change, and your ability to be able to readjust yourself Some things happen to you, you can't change them. You don't have the power to change those things. Your ability to accept things you cannot change. That's what I'm saying. Shows a level of maturity. The loss of a loved one. You can't change it. You can't help it. So you accept it and deal with it and come out of it. The loss of relationships. Maybe some business arrangement that didn't go through. You just accept it and just find a way around. Don't let nothing pull you down, because you have a whole lot ahead of you. Your ability to do that, to accept things you can't change, and to react positively to these changes will make you to be a matured person. And then how you love your loved ones, how you take care of your loved ones, how you express your love to your loved ones. There are preparations you make for your loved ones. Is it insurance policies? Is it health policies? Is it educational policies? The things you put in place for the future for your loved ones, not just buying them gifts on your birthdays or anniversaries. Those things are good, but you have plans much more for your loved ones. It also shows your level of maturity. And how you plan your life also shows a level of maturity. How do you plan your life? Do you go for anything that comes your way, or are you focused on where you are headed? Do you have plans? Do you have guiding principles guiding your life? Are you accountable to someone? Are you accountable to yourself? How you plan your life also shows a level of maturity. How well do you forgive? How quickly do you forgive? That's the sign of maturity. How easily do you forgive? It shows that you are matured. A lot of relationships are broken down because people cannot forgive. And when you don't forgive, it's like you block a channel. There is no longer flow. Yes, that's what it is. When you don't forgive people, there is no flow anymore. It's stagnated. The relationship is stagnated. It can't go forward. This relationship is dead. So your ability to forgive easily, your ability to prioritize, you know that everything must not be urgent on you. You know what is right, what is not right. You know what you're supposed to do at this time or at another time. You prioritize things. You don't allow anything to overwhelm you. That shows a sign of maturity. And then your ability to stay quiet instead of being involved in arguments and altercations. You don't need to talk. You mustn't talk in everything. You mustn't contribute to what you don't know. Oftentimes people just talk because everybody's talking. No. Maturity means that you don't just say anything that you are not sure of. You mustn't be involved in every conversation around you. You just hold your peace and say what you know when you want to say it and how you want to say it. That's a sign of maturity. Another sign of maturity is that you don't jump into conclusions without knowing the full details of issues. You don't join people to say what you don't know. You do not. You say only what you know. And it's not compulsory, you must say. You don't judge easily. You are slow to judge. You are slow to judge people. You don't allow everything around people to make you to want to talk. No, you don't. Sometimes you don't know what people are going through. So matured people are not quick to judge. They take their time. They don't make hasty decisions. That's one thing matured people don't do. They don't make hasty decisions. They are not under any compulsion to make hasty decisions. They sleep over stuff and they think through whatever it is that is happening, and they come out with a very well-balanced decision. That's what matured people do. You don't force friendships when you are matured. That's one sign. You don't force love. You can't force people to love you. You can't. So don't try. Don't keep trying. Wherever you are not loved, wherever you are not valued and appreciated, matured people pull themselves out of such cycles. You don't force yourself on people. You don't allow people to devalue you. You value yourself enough to know where you are supposed to be and where you're not supposed to be at every point in time. So those are some of the signs you see in people. And then you will say, wow, this person is a matured person. I did not exhaust it. There's so much more. And of course, you can add to the list of things that matured people do. They don't jump into conclusion. They are not involved in unnecessary quarrels. They are not called into things that they have no business being in. They just maintain their distance from everything that is chaotic. Everything that does not add to your peaceful mental health, they avoid it. That's what matured people do. So now, the next thing I want us to consider is, how do we know when people are fully matured? What are the signs that you will see in fully matured people? Number one sign is the spirit of humility. You will see in that person, number one, the spirit of humility. Fully matured people are safe in their own skin. They are not trying to impress anyone. They are not loud speakers. They are calm and collected and cool. They are not proud. They are humble. They know so much, but they don't impose themselves on people. Those are fully matured people. And when you see them, you'll be attracted to them. You will acknowledge them that they are matured. That's one of the signs you will see in fully matured people. And then number two, the ability to keep long-term commitments. Fully matured people have the ability to stand by their word. Is it in marital commitment, they keep to it? Is it in friendship, they keep to it? Is it in business, they keep to it? You can take your word to the bank. They are fully committed to whatever relationship or commitment they have made with people. That's a sign of fully matured people. They prioritize, the ability to prioritize. The ability to prioritize. They know what should be and what should not be. They don't allow things to crowd them and confuse them. They give themselves space to know what they should do and what they shouldn't do. Those are signs you will see in fully matured people. In fully matured people, they have the ability not to be moved by the criticisms or the flatteries of people. They know that people will always talk. They know whether you do it right or you do it wrong, people will talk. So they don't base their emotions on criticisms or flatteries of people. And fully matured people, one thing they also know is that they don't depend on people to give them happiness or joy. And they depend on themselves, in their inner selves, to keep themselves happy. You don't allow people to be the ones to detect when you are happy or when you are sad. You don't give that power to anybody. That's what fully matured people do. They don't put your happiness in the hands of people. Fully matured people are not in any competition. They are safe in their skin. Fully matured people are not suffering from low self-esteem. They know that everybody cannot be the same. They appreciate the fact that everybody cannot be the same. They appreciate the qualities of people that they don't have. They embrace the people that complement them. Fully matured people complement one another. Those are signs you will see to know that these people are fully matured. Fully matured people are peaceable people. They are peaceable. When you come in contact with a fully matured adult, the person gives you peace because the person is at peace. It's what you have that you give. Now, a lot of people are grown in age, matured in age, but not in conduct. So for you to be fully matured and recognized to be so, you must have all these attributes that I'm reeling out. Are you a peaceable person? You can't be a troublemaker and say you are a matured person. You're always quarreling. Are you a matured person? In your relationship, every time you're arguing, are you a matured person? Every issue is an issue. Are you a matured person? Fully matured people give peace to one another. Fully matured people are full of love. They are lovers by nature. When you are fully matured, you understand that it's whatever you sow that you reap. You know what? So you'll be loving so that you can be loved back. Fully matured people are careful on how they treat people, how they handle people, because they know that the emotions of people is very important. And you can lose anybody when you're truthful with your emotions. So these are some of the things that you see, and many more, I tell you, inexhaustible, as a matter of fact, of the qualities that you will see in people that are said to be fully matured. Fully matured people are teachable. They are open to changes. They are open to learn even from younger people. Fully matured people are not cast in stone. They don't say, I've made up my mind, I can't move. This is how I am. If you like it, take me. If you like it, don't. No. Fully matured people allow themselves to be taught. Fully matured people are not always looking for people's fault. They take responsibility to say, this is my fault, I'm sorry. Saying I'm sorry doesn't mean nothing to them. They apologize easily because they value relationships more than positions and titles. So fully matured people appreciate the fact that you can lose people by just not saying sorry when you are supposed to say. So what do? They appreciate relationships more than titles by humbling themselves to take responsibility, to apologize when they are supposed to apologize, and to say thank you when they are supposed to say thank you. Don't be so full of yourself that you can't even apologize or you can't even appreciate. So that's what I'm talking about right now. So these are signs you will see in people that you know that, wow, they are maturing. You know, you start out not fully matured, but you grow into full maturity. On a daily basis, you are growing. Allow yourself to grow. Sometimes we learn from our mistakes. So you grow. As the days are going by, you are growing. And you will eventually grow into full maturity. And then it is when you are fully matured that you know you can be applied to any and every relationship. The fully mature people have principles that guide your life. They are not blown by the wind of life. They have principles, they have core values that keep them in check. When you are fully matured, you know what you stand for. And when you stand for something, you will not fall for everything. So God bless you and God honor us. Please, let's grow into maturity. The world is hungry for matured people. I tell you the truth. I need matured relationships. You need matured relationships. Not quarrel every time we are settling. No. A lot of energy is expended, on things that are not really necessary. So let's try to be more cautious with ourselves and to allow ourselves to grow into maturity. So that's all I have for us on this episode. Until I come your way again, I remain yours truly, Dee. But please do like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel so we can spread this word and be a blessing to as many that will come across this video. God bless you and God honor you. Bye. Thank you.